The first thing Lena noticed when she woke was the burning. Not the dull throb of a hangover, though she'd definitely had enough wine last night to warrant one, but a sharp, insistent sting on the inside of her left wrist. She blinked against the morning light filtering through her curtains and held up her arm. And froze. Black ink stared back at her, crisp and unfamiliar. Daniel Carter. Lena sat bolt upright, her heart hammering against her ribs. She traced the letters with trembling fingers, half expecting them to smudge. They didn't. The skin around them wasn't red or irritated like a fresh tattoo should be. It looked as though it had been there for years. "What the hell?" she whispered. By noon, Lena had turned her apartment upside down. She'd scrubbed her wrist raw in the shower. She'd called Mia, who'd alternated between concern and poorly concealed amusement. She'd even dug through her trash on the off chance she'd drunkenly stumbled into a tattoo parlor last night and somehow forgotten. Nothing. So she did the only thing left. She Googled the name. Daniel Carter. 34. Freelance journalist. Originally from Portland, now based in Chicago. His LinkedIn photo showed a man with hazel eyes, a sharp jawline, and a faint scar through his left eyebrow. Lena's breath caught. She knew that scar. Knew it came from a blue Schwinn bicycle crashing into a mailbox in the summer of 1996. Knew he'd gotten 7 stitches and a cherry lollipop shaped like a star. The certainty of it settled in her bones, heavy and inexplicable. The grindhouse was packed when Lena pushed through the door, the scent of coffee and cinnamon wrapping around her like a familiar embrace. She didn't know why she'd come here, only that she'd needed to. And then she saw him. Daniel Carter, in the flesh, leaning against the counter with an exasperated smile. "It's not just a spice," he was saying to the barista. "It's the foundation of civilization." "2 shakes in your coffee," Lena heard herself say. "No sugar." The moment the words left her mouth, the world tilted. Daniel turned. His gaze locked onto hers, then dropped to her wrist where she'd instinctively pushed up her sleeve. His breath hitched. Without a word, he rolled up his own sleeve. Lena Reyes. Identical. The first memory hit like a freight train. A porch swing at midnight, the wood creaking beneath them as Daniel's laughter vibrated against her back. Her fingers traced the scar on his eyebrow, her touch feather-light. "Tell me again," she whispered, and he did. Lena gasped. Daniel's eyes widened. "You saw that?" They spent the rest of the day chasing ghosts. At Lou's diner, the waitress greeted them with a smile. "Usual for you too?" In Grant Park, they found a weathered bench with D+L carved into the wood. A library copy of The Time Traveler's Wife sat on the returns cart, its margins filled with notes, his blocky print tangled with her cursive. With each discovery, T.